Hello everyone, this is Chetan Kumar. In previous class, we saw just about NET. Okay, in today's class, we can see a particular domain. Okay, I have selected particular domain, that is computer science as a paper 2. Okay, so within this, what are all the things and concepts you should know. Okay, before attending the NET examination. Okay, based on your opted subject. Okay, the name will vary. Okay, based on competitive exams. In PGCET, it will be computer science and engineering. Okay, within NET, it is computer application or else computer science and application. Okay, so these and all similar. Okay, similar one. But we need to prepare these and all the concept and including its overall areas, because it will differ based on its field as well as areas. Okay, characteristics wise. Okay, we can see. Okay, one by one. In this, first we can learn about discrete structure and graph theory. Okay, within discrete structure, the first thing is set. Okay, set, as we all know, that is a unique collection of elements. Okay, within that, all the operations you can perform: union, intersection, complement. Okay, this is all the common feature we can perform within that. And next, relations. Okay, based on available object or its elements, how we can relate among them. Okay, that can be reflexive, transitivity, and symmetric, asymmetric. Okay, based on this, we can just identify the relationship between two or more variables or its values. Okay, next, logics. Okay, in logics we have two perspectives. One is a propositional logic and a predicate logic. Okay, within propositional logic we have conjunctive, which is and operation, and a disjunctive, okay, which is or operation. Okay, and as well as a implication. Okay, implication refers to if then rule. Okay, and as well as a finally by conditional. Okay, that is within logic, the first thing, propositional logic. And the second one, that is the predicate logic. Okay, within predicate logic, we have several concepts like inference and quantifiers. Okay, within quantifiers, we have again two domains. Okay, that is universal one. Okay, universal means that is a for all concept. Okay, where you can just acquire or all the things globally. Okay, universally. And second one, there exists feature. Okay, not all the perspective or its elements are participating within a relational, but some of the, okay, some of the elements are participating within a relationship. Okay, for that we can just learn about the concept of logic. Okay, okay, next it is BFS and DFS. Okay, breadth first search as well as depth first search. Okay, this is all traversing operation. Okay, traversing refers to visiting every node at least once. Okay, for doing specific operation. And that specific operation can be sorting, searching, and whenever we need to print all the elements present within array or if any of the collection. Okay, at that time we can just traverse the elements one by one, one after the other. But based on different behaviors, that is a BFS, it is a horizontal perspective, and DFS, that is a vertical perspective. But where we are traversing by using a BFS and DFS, but within the hierarchical structure, that is a tree. Okay, within tree structure, whenever we would like to traverse one node to another node, at that time we can use this algorithm. Okay, and within graph theory, we can just traverse all the graph one node to another node. Okay, to identify best path. Okay, to reach from start node to a end node. Okay, that is all about the graph theory. Okay, and next, data structures and program. Okay, this subject all depended upon organizing the data or formatting your data. Okay, based on data type as well as different storage structures. Okay, different storage structures that can be array, there is a contiguous memory allocation for your elements, and linked list. Okay, where previous node can refer the next node based on the address, based on the link. Okay, that is linked list. Okay, within the linked list, we can just refer multiple types. Okay, that is a doubly linked list and as well as a circular linked list. Okay, based on the next, it is a stack operation. Okay, generally it is also a linear fashion of a data structure. Okay, and it follows the first in last out principle. And after that, queue. Okay, it is also a linear fashion of data structure, but it follows the first in first out principle. Okay, and along with this we can perform a sorting operation, that is arranging the elements based on ascending order and a descending order, but we are doing this and all the process by using its own algorithms. Okay, lexicographically you need to arrange your elements, okay, at that time. And next, searching. Okay, based on key value you can search your particular element. For that also you need to write an algorithm. Okay, and BST, okay, binary search tree. Okay, that is all dependent upon okay, building, that is creating your own binary search tree along with its rules. Okay, and you can start your traversing operation. And next, C++, Java. Okay, these are programming languages. Okay, within this examination, okay, they can just give a sample snippet or else a sample programs. Okay, according to that you need to trace that algorithms or else even the program, but you need to decide the desired output within given option. Okay, so that you need to know the overall syntax and semantics rules of every program. Okay, C is, that is a generally procedural oriented language, and a C++, okay, which is upgraded version of C language itself. Okay, but with advanced feature, and it is a partially object oriented concept. And after that they have upgraded to another programming language. Okay, that is a Java programming language. Okay, it is a completely object oriented programming language. Okay, next we can learn about algorithms. Okay, what is algorithm? Okay, it is step by step procedure, okay, for solving the given real time problems. So what are all the steps we need to follow to reach a desired goal or a target? Okay, for that, okay, you need to write an algorithm so that it should be efficiency and it should be complexity wise the best. Okay, but what is the difference between efficiency and the complexity? The efficiency means the amount of time and space, okay, which is taken by the algorithm to get or to produce the desired output. Okay, next, complexity. Okay, complexity of any algorithm you can just trace based on its worst case, best case, and average case. Okay, for that we have three main terminologies. Okay, one is big O. Okay, that is for worst case representation, and big omega. Okay, that is the best case representation. Okay, and next, finally we have big theta. Okay, that is for average case representation. Okay, for that you should know about the complexity of each and every algorithm. And next, methods. Okay, methods of algorithm, that can be greedy algorithm or else divide and conquer type of algorithm or else branch and bound type of algorithm. Okay, these are different methodology to write the individual algorithm. Next, fourth one is about computer networks. Okay, what is a network? Network means a particular node to node connectivity. Okay, here the node can be any kind of a computer device. Okay, how we can connect from one point to another point. Okay, so that we need to know this is all the concept. Okay, including the 7 layers of OSI. Okay, OSI means open system interconnectivity. Okay, it contains 7 different layers, and each layer differ based on its behavior. Okay, the first layer is application layer, and the second layer is a presentation, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and finally it can be a physical layer. Okay, these are all the layer which represented with the OSI model. And next it is a TCP IP model or protocol. Okay, TCP means transmission control protocol. Okay, it has four main layers. Okay, one is the application layer, second is the transport layer, third is internet layer, and finally the fourth one is your network access layer. Okay, and next protocols. Okay, to peer or else to connect one point to another point, we need to follow a set of rules or else terms, conditions, that is itself a protocol. It is a set of rules, okay, which is governed within the or else between the two mediums, okay, two devices. Okay, next is the switching the techniques. Okay, in this you have three main categories. Okay, one is the packet switching. Okay, where we can send our information in the format of packets. Okay, each packet can store bit of information. Okay, and next circuit switching. Okay, circuit switching, and the last one is message switching. Okay, where we can send our information in the format of messages, and it can also follow store and forward concept. Okay, and the next concept is IP. Okay, it refers to a internet protocol. Okay, which is a unique numbers. Okay, which is allotted for every smart devices. And next TCP. Okay, transmission control protocol. Okay, this protocol we can use for every transmission. Okay, and next HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, this refers to web request and as a web response. Okay, web technology. Next FTP. Okay, it is supported for file system. Okay, file access, file permissions. Okay, file oriented transaction. Okay, for that we need to use file transfer protocol. And next mail supportable SMTP protocol, simple mail transmission protocol or as a transfer protocol. Okay, it is supported for mail transaction from a source to a recipient. Okay, and last the router. Okay, as name implies, it will build a route between starting point source to a last point destination. Okay, within that okay, which is the best path available to build a connection. Okay, this concept refers to a router. And next the fifth one, which is dependent upon operating system. Okay, operating system for every process which is to be operated. For that we need one system, that is operating system. Okay, which is installed within a particular devices to do a specific task. Okay, that specific task can be any of the real-time goal or else a target. Okay, so you need to know about process. Okay, process means that can be a job, okay, particular task, particular operations, or any kind of a solution, okay, for a given real-time problem. Okay, and next thread. Okay, thread is a tiny process or else a part of a process. Okay, so that how we can manage simultaneously. Okay, that is multi-threading system. Next we have scheduling. Okay, within scheduling we have two categories. Okay, one is the CPU job scheduling and second one is disk scheduling. Okay, within first CPU scheduling we have multiple ways, okay, where we can place our available jobs in a sequence format. Okay, the first one is FCFS. Okay, first come first serve. Okay, it is based on first in first out queue manner. Okay, and the second one is shorter job first. Okay, the first priority given for a shorter job. Okay, or else little jobs. Okay, and within that we have two ways to solve that. Okay, one is a preemptive and non-preemptive. Okay, where job can be taken out for a while as an interrupt, that is preemptive. Okay, otherwise it is known as a non-preemptive. Okay, till its completion we should not take away, okay, the process or else the job. Okay, at that time we call it as a non-preemptive manner. Okay, and the third one, it is based on priority. Okay, based on arrival time or else based on a priority, we can solve as a third concept. Okay, and the fourth one, that is a round robin. Okay, based on time slice or else time quantum, we can solve based on cycle. Okay, that is a round robin. And multi-queue threading. Okay, then all the concept of CPU scheduling. And second type of scheduling is disk scheduling. Okay, within that we also have okay, number of ways to schedule a particular disk. Okay, that can be FCFS and short seek time, and as well as scan, cscan, look, clook, and fscan. Okay, that is a freezer scan. Okay, and next deadlock. Okay, whenever we have multiple process is waiting within a ready queue. Okay, at that time how we can place, how we can synchronize our available process. Okay, to avoid deadlock scenario. Okay, there is a conflict between multiple process to enter into a memory, that is the execution memory. Okay, and next synchronizing. Okay, synchronizing refers to a placing a operation or else a process one by one. Okay, based on a different strategy. Okay, based on sleep time, or else based on delaying the execution of a process. And next memory. Okay, that can be a virtual memory or else executable memory. Okay, based on memory requirement, how we can manage overall the process execution. And next file system. Okay, overall the operation. Okay, what and all the operation you can perform within a file system, that can be open, close, read, write, okay, copy. Okay, this is all the file system mechanism. Okay, and next sixth one is DBMS. Okay, database management system. Okay, for all your organization and institutional, okay, sensitive data where you can place as a additional memory storage. Okay, or else additional storage unit, that is for recovery, or else that is for backup. Additional concept, alternative concept, that is database management system. Okay, within that you need to learn about ER model. Okay, entity relational model. Okay, within this, based on different notations you can build a diagram. Okay, for entity it is rectangle. For attribute properties, okay, that will be represented with oval, and derived attributes with a dashed lined oval, and relations that will be represented with rhombus or else diamond shape. Okay, based on this you can build your connectivity, that is a relationship between one entity to another entity, that is ER model. And next that is a relational model. Okay, identifying a different kind of relationship, okay, between two entities or else two tables based on different cardinality ratio. Okay, 1:1, 1:to many, many is to one, many is to many. Okay, based on similarities. And next SQL, structured query language. Okay, that is a type of languages. Based on operation, we have number of type of languages within SQL itself. Okay, including DDL. Okay, data definition language. Okay, data manipulation language, data control language, transaction control language. Okay, these are all the languages available within SQL to request your required data. For that, you need to write a query, and that query language, that is itself your SQL. Okay, next normalization. Okay, it is also known as a decomposing or also optimizing your overall the redundant data within a DBMS. Okay, based on 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, and BCNF. That is the Boyce Code normalization form. And next FD. Okay, functional dependency. Okay, it can be trivial, non-trivial. Okay, based on this you can just identify the FD. And next join. Okay, in this what we are trying to join. Okay, we are trying to join two or more tables. Okay, whenever the credential of any perspective is on the different table, okay, at that time it will become very difficult to access. Okay, within multiple tables. At that time, As a solution, you can just join two different tables based on selected attribute. Okay, at that time we can join okay based on a different mechanism. Okay, that can be a left perspective, left outer join, right perspective, right outer join, and equivalent perspective, equijoin, and based on cross product. Okay, that is a cross term. Okay, based on these all the concept, we can just achieve the joining concept. And next is transactions. Okay, what is a transaction? Okay, every operation which is performed within DBMS is known as a transaction. Okay, if you insert a new row, that is also a one transaction. Okay, if you delete any of the particular row from the table, that is also another transaction. If you update any previous value to a new value, that is also a one transaction. Okay, whatever the impact or else effect, okay, which is modified or else which is affected within the table, that will be known as a transaction. Okay, and next concurrency control. Okay, concurrency control means how we can achieve simultaneous execution within a DBMS concept. And next last, recovery. Okay, recovery is similar to a backupping your data. Okay, just by replicating your overall the data within a additional storage unit, that is the main usage of DBMS.